thing is, speaking of British Columbia, we all know that the Olympics has just, wrapped up about a month and a half ago. And I can personally say the gold medals that were all won by Canada are all because of our next guest.
Because of the food.
That's right. Chef Suman is here with us, everybody.
Woo!
Hello,
everybody.
Chef Suman was cooking for the athletes and stuff. And just, what was that experience like, Chef?
An outstanding once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Good.
And I was in Vancouver Island, and I was doing the Vancouver Athletes Village.
Right.
Outstanding experience.
For sure.
How much food did you go through?
Yeah.
We did approximately 12,000 meals a day on a 24-hour dining facility.
Unbelievable.
That is incredible.
Did you sleep?
A couple of hours here and there.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I guess you got to meet a lot of the athletes and stuff. Any little cool memories you can give us, something that really stuck out?
Of
Anybody
course,
fussy with their food?
Yeah.
No, not really. They were actually outstanding and better than I expected them to be.
Yeah.
Because once they're athletes, and we were all expecting they'll be all picky and all,
Yeah.
but no, they were very down to earth.
That's fantastic.
Great people, and even the Paralympics were
I bet that was
outstanding
awesome.
experience.
Oh, that's
Wow.
So one of my favorite was, of course, being a Canadian and a lover of hockey.
Yeah.
Was just before the hockey gold medal game.
Yeah.
When Team Canada walked up, and they all had their little superstitions here and there on what they want on their foods, and
Wow.
we did it, and the rest is history.
Well,
We
So,
got the gold
ladies and
medal.
gentlemen, we have to give it up for Chef Suman.
Totally.
Thank you for the gold, Chef.
Love it. What were some of those superstitions?
One of the players wanted.
Love it.
I'm not going to give names. One of the players wanted whole wheat spaghetti just before he went out.
Yeah.
No other whole wheat pasta, but has to be a spaghetti.
Oh.
So things like that. It was pretty interesting.
Chef, could you come do our food before daytime every day? Cash and I will sort of have a few.
No dairy.
No whole wheat
gluten,
pasta, no gluten.
A little bit of cumin.
Exactly.
I'll be there provided you guys are going to the Olympics.
Okay.
I know.
All right,
I know.
we're working on it.
So-
Meantime, what
yeah.
are we making today?
We're going to make candied salmon.
Nice.
This was one of the dishes that I made out of when I was out west.
Yeah.
And we
Beautiful.
used a Pacific salmon, of course,
Yeah.
which is a very.
Why Pacific as opposed to?
We were out west.
Because isn't it fattier from the
No,
Pacific Ocean or less
is
fatty?
less fat.
Less fattier.
It's warmer water.
It's
It
warmer
is
water.
a lot less fattier.
Okay.
And especially the flakiness in it does help a lot when you're doing a candied salmon dish.
Such a traditional dish from the West Coast too, from the
Absolutely.
First Nations peoples and stuff.
And
as well.
that was one of our reasons for putting this on the menu.
Right.
We had a whole segment on the menu, the Aboriginal dishes.
Right.
So one station was dedicated to that.
So Aboriginal food.
cool.
Every day,
Fantastic.
every meal.
Fantastic.
So we're going to start off. So first I take our own Canadian maple syrup
Yeah.
cup.
We like the sweets.
Yeah, exactly.
It's candied. It has to be sweet.
Oh, I'm so tempted
think
to just stick my finger
Oh,
out.
exactly.
Okay, you can get
We
this.
won't.
There you go. See?
You can get. Then we do half a cup of brown sugar to it.
Sweet, baby, sweet.
Oh, that's delicious.
Sweetie. Just to kick it up a notch a little bit,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
use a little bit of chili flakes,
Nice.
I love it.
just to give that sweet and spicy kind of a
Love that combo.
flavors to it. Mm-hmm. And it's very simple. That's
Yes.
pretty much it.
Yeah. Although
I've got
I
a
have
little
seen
bit
garlic, shaved
and
garlic.
onions, which just adds a little more flavor to it, and a little bit of lemon juice.
For sure.
What goes in here.
There goes Cash. It's okay. I'll come over here.
Nothing like a live TV environment.
Isn't it great? So the lemon and the acid going in with the sugar, how will that help sort of when it is preparing on the fish?
First of all, what it does is this acid, it cuts down the really sweetness of it, which adds a little more flavor. And
Nice
we all
balance.
know nice balance, and we all know how lemon and fish generally go hand in hand.
For sure.
So at this point, I'll add the garlic in.
Yeah. Now, why do you have larger chunks as opposed to minced garlic?
Because actually the garlic and the onions is just for the flavor, and I'm not going to serve it out.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
So it's just going to add a little flavor when I'm cooking it.
Okay. Love it.
Oh, it smells delicious
Love it.
already.
And
No.
it bakes in the oven for around 35-40 minutes at 350 degrees.
Suman, this would be a great dish too to
That's-
do on the cedar plank as well, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The barbecue
Well,
season's coming up.
Oh, Barbecued salmon is the best.
It is amazing.
It is delicious.
It is
If you're
amazing.
not a fishy person, if you don't love fish, try barbecued salmon. A little bit of spice,
Yeah.
a lot of lemon. You can't go
can't
wrong.
go wrong.
People
You
don't
just
know what
can't.
they're missing out. Some
They
people
don't.
have had, you know, fish has gotten so amazing through the years. Oh.
Now, Suman, skin on or off? Do you have it on or off?
I have it on.
You do. Good.
Attaboy.
And why? Let's get you to explain
A
why.
couple of reasons.
Yeah.
First, especially for this dish I'm going to talk about, the reason I keep the skin on is because eventually when it is cooked and it starts flaking out, the skin crisps up at the bottom. And that is really good, flavorful. But even if you don't want to eat the skin, it's so easy to pull it out because once it's candied, it tends to stick a lot to the base. So it's even, then you have the full fish coming out.
But Chef, that's where a lot of the omegas and the essential oils are in the skin.
lot
It's
of
great
it.
for you, right?
And you love that flavor.
Yeah.
You cannot beat on that
Absolutely.
flavor.
Okay, so do we let this marinate for a little while, or what do we do?
We don't need to marinate it for a
Okay.
while. All we need to do is just make sure it's mixed properly, which I will do.
Right,
I'm just spraying the bottom a little bit,
right.
just so it doesn't stick too much.
Right.
It will stick no matter what, just because of the sweetness.
Okay. So you're transferring that to another dish. Is this
To another
just
dish.
specifically for baking
Just for
purposes,
this, yeah.
right?
Just for here. It doesn't matter. Any kind of oven dish,
Okay.
or as you mentioned, the cedar plank salmon and the cedar plank.
Suman, so this is cool, so we can get it into the oven probably.
Yes.
Now, could you actually use a toaster oven for it?
Why
Really?
not?
Why not? Okay, you know what? We're going to a break. When we come back, I believe we're going to have a magical television moment.
Oh, it's
Because we're going to bake this up so quickly, you have no idea.
all magic with Suman anyway.
There you
It's
go.
all
It's
magic.
all
Oh,
magic.
you got it. We're going to a break. We'll see you when we come back. Thank you. Welcome back to Daytime. We've got the man, Suman, Chef
Suman's
Suman,
here with
joining us. I believe we're about to have a very magical moment on
That's
set.
right.
But for those of you just tuning in right now, what are we making? Can you explain?
Yeah, we're making candied salmon, which is a very Canadian Aboriginal dish.
Yeah.
I did this when I was out west at the Olympics, and this is one of my recipes from my upcoming cookbook too.
And it was
Yeah.
a favorite among all the gold gold medal
gold
winning
medalists,
For sure.
yeah,
Now,
athletes.
Chef, tell us very quickly about from pemmican to poutine. Just a quick overview, okay?
Pemmican to Poutine, the official launch date is September 24th.
All right.
And it's a book about the regional Canadian cuisine from coast to coast.
Wicked.
And it's not only just recipes, it's a lot of history about Canadian food, the ingredients,
Right.
and putting a definition to what Canadian cuisine is all about.
You know what I love, Chef, is that it's great that you have a man from India originally doing the cuisine about Canada, because it shows I'm here, I love this country, I love what
I've
we're doing.
embraced it.
Absolutely.
It's great, and I think
Diversity.
that's amazing. You know, we don't have Canadians that do cookbooks about Canada. That's that's awesome.
Thank you.
It's great.
This is great. Now, woohoo!
Yeah.
It's the
we
moment, I
ready
believe.
almost?
I
Please.
believe we're ready,
So we
Chef.
put it into the oven, toaster oven, or for how long?
It's generally, we put it into an oven, a convection, or even a house oven on 350 degrees
Yeah.
for approximately 30 to 40 minutes till you slowly you see the nice color on top and you see it slowly flaking out.
Now,
And when it's
sorry, Chef, the sugar on top, will
Yeah.
that burn?
the sugar will burn if you go anywhere over 350.
Okay.
When it's almost getting there, you just pull it down to 300, let it cook 300, 350 between there.
Beautiful.
Then it should be okay.
Beautiful.
And when you take it out, ideally, candied salmon is perfect when it's a little cooler, not really hot.
Okay.
So you take it out, you let it sit for a few minutes, put it in the fridge for a few minutes, and you serve it out.
Here we
Okay.
go.
So here we are.
Getting excited, Chef. Getting excited.
Oh my. Take a look at this beauty
So-
perfection on a plate.
Oh, man. So
This looks
It
amazing.
will be on the plate. It's
Yeah,
hot.
that's right.
Careful.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Here we go, Chef.
Here we go.
Chef, I'm about to cry. I'm having one of those moments.
I'm about to cry.
Seriously. Don't take
you
it
go.
personally. It's a
Look
good
at
thing.
that beautiful color.
Okay. Look at that. Now, Chef, what would you serve this with?
Traditionally, it is more of, this is a little too sweet to be serving as a meal
Okay.
itself. It is more of something that you just nibble on. It's got a great shelf life. So you can probably leave it on like in the fridge and anywhere for at least a week.
Okay.
So this is more of a snack kind of a
Okay.
dish, I would
Oh, I see.
Nice snack, Chef. Now, I see Kasha's got her weapon of choice, which is a fork. So, Kasha, can
Dig
you
in.
try?
Dig
Come on.
in.
Absolutely,
All
dig
right.
in.
I'm going to
Seriously.
try from this end.
Seriously, Suman, you've never seen someone get so excited about food more than Kasha Badurka.
I
Which is a
know.
great
and
thing.
You know
Oh,
what?
look at that.
During the commercial
Look at the
break,
color through it.
I may have peeked at this piece of salmon, and
And-
I couldn't believe it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
And believe it or not, there's
Look
no
at
additional
see?
color to it.
Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, I couldn't wait for you, Kasha. I gotta dig in there. Oh, man. Sorry, you know me, Chef. I
it
gotta...
tastes like it's been smoked too. Eh?
Oh,
little bit.
It
man.
has that taste like it's been smoked. This is the best salmon I've ever had in my whole life.
Beautiful.
Like, by far. I've
what?
never said this. This is the best salmon I've ever had in my life.
And you know what? She's not a big seafood lover. That
I'm
says
not
a
a
lot.
big
That's a good
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And
That-
especially if you're doing it on
No
a
one
barbecue, it's perfect because you get a smoky flavor
Yeah.
to it.
It tastes like the West Coast to me too. You know,
Lovely.
The Aboriginal tastes are there too. When you have that, the fish like that, it's just beautiful. Absolutely amazing.
Delicious. Now, in your book, do you give suggestions on how to spice it up maybe in another way?
In my book, what I've done is have the recipe.
Right.
We have talked about salmon itself and where it comes from.
Right.
And then this is my suggestion, and there are chef tips
Beautiful.
on what else you could do with it.
Perfect.
And we have the calorie count and the nutritionals.
Right.
Oh, I love that.
So for the healthy eaters, they know
Yeah.
what they're eating.
Okay, for the unhealthy eater over here. No, just kidding.
Who doesn't
I gotta
care
ask
about
you
the
about. Okay, so
caloric?
pemmican's where you're from, and then poutine. What did you think when you first came to Canada, man? And you see poutine, and it's like this Quebecois, unbelievable thing with fries and gravy and cheese, curds, and you're like, yeah. So what did you think, man? Were you like, wow?
Heaven on earth.
I know, I'm with you. I'm with
Heaven
you.
on earth.
For sure. So, is there have you done the poutine a different way?
Yes, the poutine in my cookbook is a little bit different. It's with sweet potato fries.
Oh.
And I've used venison gravy.
Venison gravy. You're coming to the show to do that one.
Okay, that's a good
Seriously,
one.
good stuff.
Meantime, I think for journalistic purposes, I should just check
Oh,
because you
absolutely.
can never just go by one bite, right?
No, exactly.
Ah!
Whoops!
Don't lose it. See how fast she saved that piece? We got to go check out ChefSuman.com. It's a great website and lots of information. You'll get more information about when your book's
Absolutely.
coming out as well. And oh man,
And this was heavenly.
you,
This is heavenly.
You pleased us both. It's great.
It's amazing. All right, we're going to a break, and I'm looking